the back of the chair, get himself situated. Oh, I was getting a bit too relaxed. Oh, I'm intrigued. I'm so intrigued to see how these two teams clash. The desk was saying Perfecto is going to be AWPing. Boomich has recently gone on the record saying, you know, I'm going to be inconsistent on the AWP. He had a bad one. I mean, kind of goes without saying when you're not a dedicated AWPer. We've seen him have some impact. It was more on Overpass than any other map, but going to be intrigued to see how this one boils out, as it's Shiro against his old squad. It's his old squad against Shiro, and it's Donk with his debut at the Copenhagen Major. A little bit of a tease.
Just hit us again.
A little bit of a tease.
We were close. It is another
Who's using the Navi spray?
Tactical timeout.
Interesting.
What are they saying? HObbit had money. What's that got to do with the price of eggs? All right, well, that's all right. We'll let the admins work it out. We're just the observers. No.
I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not falling for this. I'm not falling for it.
It's not live.
The time's going down.
No, it is live. It is live.
Okay, let's go. CT start for Team Spirit. Cloud9 on the attack. What's the plan? Boom. He's got a smoke, as does Electronic. 2 flashes between them as we start with the 3B2 towards A setup. Rather standard division of labor for a CT pistol, but it's Zontix and Donk, dude. Get past these boys at your own peril. And just like that, Zontix reveals the dual Berettas. He's looking for more. Donk connects. Another from Zontix, and immediately Cloud9's pistol plans have been scrapped, torn up in front of their very eyes.
Yeah, no way you're finishing A, or at least in the way you had hoped. Electronic and Perfecto, last 2 remaining. Plenty of time.
Oh, yeah, that's why you send these 2 to hold A. Oh, it's going to be clean. Zontix is here, starting as he means to go on, and not even a slight raised eyebrow, not even a wry smile. It is 4 kills to start off his campaign to Copenhagen.
He might even be the individual who started the Steam group D_pression. Because Zontix, I don't think he knows what happiness is. He just knows what winning feels like, and it's something he loves.
Donk's just the supporting cast. This is the Zontix show.
You don't have to talk about me. I want trophies. I don't care about anything else.
I
don't feel any pressure. I am just cold-blooded killer.
Yeah, well, what can you say about this one for Cloud9? Not a single player has yet to feel the sweet, sweet taste of a successful frag. 0-1 across the column.
Can't say a lot about a round like this, can you?
No. You can say that I find that FAMAS a little spooky. I don't like it.
Plenty of eyes looking back at you.
Yeah. They follow you across the room as well.
Well, we can look at Donk's knife, his FAMAS, his player cam.
HObbit hiding behind the box. That's something to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
There he is.
No, but seriously, maybe you don't watch a lot of Counter-Strike. And for those of you who do, I'm sorry. You're fed up of me, I know. Me too. But right now, they're allowing the round to play through, allow the CTs to limp through the utility, so they have to reinvest it into the next round of play. And hoping that maybe somebody gets a little bit aggressive and they can pick up a free kill. Because right now, on a full eco, they are waiting for the loss bonus to come through into the next, where they will be bringing out the AK-47s. 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and in an ideal world, after you've run down the clock, you run into a FAMAS instead of an SMG, which is exactly what they're doing here. Donk will find himself his own 4K, and Magix was the cherry on top with the $600 kill reward.
So 4 for Zontix on the pistol, 4 for Donk of the easiest variety, unarmored Glocks. We're not giving you those, Donk. I'm taking them off your score. They don't count, young man.
Sorry. Zontix 4, Donk 0. 1. He got 1 on the pistol.
Come on now, that's not a replay.
Hey, what?
Come on now.
Yeah.
We ain't highlighting that.
Put it in slow-mo for you.
Shiro has an AWP.
He does. Okay, well, let's see if they're going to immediately be made aware of what they're lacking. And Shiro, he is one of those, as I said, one of those AWPers that, unlike the Nikados we've seen earlier, even the Brokey maybe in that conversation, Shiro will have it every time he can. Okay, now Magix, that is a very aggressive solo maneuver down the ramp with the smoke to allow it. He doesn't force the issue. He's got Shiro in support of him now. This gets interesting.
Image is trapped
as
long as the AWP stays posted.
Crossing back should be a death sentence, and it is. Straight away, Shiro's AWP fills the feed. A demonstration of what they lack.
Well, that's the B prong removed, right? There's nobody now to apply any B lane pressure unless they jump up Tetris.
Spots them. Donk gets his info. Flash and fall. Not Not going to throw that smoke without confirmation of presence. See you later. 20 seconds shaved off of the 50 that remain.
We saw how this hampered FaZe in the previous. They had to reroute completely and looking to do so. Could be back into Shiro's AWP if they test red. As they creep forward up the stairs. 40 seconds now, running out of time and running out of options, Cloud9.
Next test into Shiro. Shiro's not going to react. Electronic tries to bait the shot, does so effectively. But with 20 seconds left, where do you go from here? Cloud9 left wanting. They're walking into the AWP. Finally a trade. Oh! A double from Perfecto keeps us interested. It's Axar with an important frag onto a main, and they're somehow miraculously going to get this bomb down. Perfecto timing. Could deny. Oh, HObbit just about gets the bomb down in time. Evades the potential from that push of Chopper. Cloud9 making an impressive last minute.
Molly could be good.
Not quite. Double elevation. He knows where they both are, but Magix realizes it's an unwinnable round.
There's an AWP available if he goes back towards spawn. Maybe Shiro's just piped that little bit of information through. He could be able to scavenge that and get that in the hands, but trying to hunt right now. Yeah, you can see HObbit coming for it. Going to constrict this. No chance for Magix.
Oh, maybe there is. Yeah, ooh, bomb is huge on Ancient. He only has 20 HP, so retrieving the AWP might not be on the docket today.
I'll be honest, we don't say this often, but Donk should have traded.
Yeah? Yeah?
Donk should have traded. Perfecto won that round, right? It was the... Oof, couldn't...
Famous for a Galil. It's...
It's an upgrade. It is an upgrade.
Yeah.
Just. But that right there, right? It's the sweep out of red that was the issue. So Shiro gets one, Donk swings, it goes down as well.
Yeah, Perfecto did Perfecto hit a banger, but...
Oh, absolutely.
But still, Donk, that was a required trade for that round to fall in your favor.
Yeah, because at that point, Zontix is left with absolutely no choice. Do I stay up tree, or do I try and take some space? And he tried to take some space. He got punished while doing so, but he had a difficult choice to make because then he starts pivoting around. Well, he's going to be open to one angle, and that's already forced a timeout from Spirit. Hallie, the deep voice. It's a chance to converse with Chopper and the boys.
Yeah, interesting one. There was like a little glimmer of hope on Chopper's donut fight, but by virtue of catching Perfecto just after he threw the molly. This is the shot from Perfecto. Yeah, really good one.
I'm not saying it was easy, but I'm saying that's either a position where Donk sits back and waits, or he makes the trade and was unable to do so.
Let's go. Shiro paying a heavy price despite his early contributions. Cloud9 with a very convincing recovered T round.
Yeah, that was a 4v5 for the majority of the round.
And it's still 3 of them without a frag. Isn't that impressive?
This one with a bit of a different flavor than the last Ancient. There's not the early battling for middle and B lane. Both teams just sit back. The CTs have sprung into action and have some information off the back of Magic's push. Axar with A main control at the bare minimum for Cloud9. There's the push highlighted. An off angle from Magix currently is mid is the biggest issue. As soon as this space is sucked up by Cloud9, Magix will have to worry about the jump up, and well, he won't be able to have much support whatsoever. How do they address it? As a red smoke deployed and now rerouting around the world back through the murky waters, and Boomich has called them back into position. Magix staying forward. Might need a couple of kills here, Magix.
Yeah, a lot riding on this. He has the advantage of the shadow. Yet to reveal themselves. Here comes a big one from Boom. Nade might finish him, but he's ahead of it. Pushing into Shiro, that 5-7 will finish the job. Magic started, HObbit very low. Still yet to see a frag from HObbit, and it continues thanks to Chopper. A 3 versus 2 though. They have the sight. Donk, quick across. Into 10 to long. Ooh, and Perfecto's got him twice so far in the head-to-head. Okay.
All right,
Perfecto's on one. He's on one.
5 bullets through the smoke and down. Well, if anyone is going to do it, it is a player of Perfecto's caliber. I think one of the issues I have with the conversation around Cloud9 and the lack of AWPer is more what it takes away from the solidness of the type of players they have. Right? When you have somebody like a HObbit occasionally picking up the AWP or a Perfecto doing the same, it takes away from how good they can traditionally be. Whereas Boomich, That's where I think it feels okay because, well, actually no, because Boomich likes to be an aggressive disruptor of a player on the T side especially, but regardless, as Pim mentioned on the desk, that's a conversation for another time. This is the Cloud9 we have now, and this is the Cloud9 that have leveled things out 2-2, looking good for the third. Spirit on an eco with an A main push.
Oh, don't commit to that spray, or maybe you should, because Axile's managed it to perfection. Hello, 4. Controls his AK spray. Many would fault that, but he controls it.
Karosh davai. The only words I know.
Have you saw that overpass clip of the Axel spray?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think he's probably been hitting the DMs.
Don't know what I have in Axel. I don't think anybody knows. I don't think Axel even knows.
Yeah. A mystery. But pans the stats with 4.
Well, they've gone insta double doors smoke, sorry, B door smoke, and elbow smoke for the defense of this one.
Is this just up?
It is.
It's Mac 10 and it's charging, a pace change. Defending their honor was Magic's, past 10 thanks to HObbit. Good one back, Chopper.
That's good to get one.
He's alive and kicking as well. Shiro playing ahead of the molly. Oh, there's a chance here for some real impact. He can deny it with the wallbang. Axel lucky to be alive. Brought low. The USP can finish it. Another bullet connects with 5 HP to spare. Axel alive. It's Donk quick to kick. And now HObbit dead to Zontix. It's going to be Spirit's round. Credit where it's due. The double from Chopper. He holds fast on the B site.
Yeah, that's one of the most horrible positions to find yourself stuck against a rush is behind that pillar, right? Because you can't really peek out. Obviously not speaking the language,
no, but
I still like to hear the tone.
I appreciate that,
right?
yeah.
And maybe there's a couple of words that would sneak through in Counter-Strike language that we could latch onto. But good stuff from Chopper. Important for him to slow down that assault on towards the B bomb site. But there's more than enough for a Spirit buy, and it's going to be the same in terms of the B door smoke, but it's missed. You can see there, not hitting its mark.
Chopper goes for an aggressive maneuver, and he's going to go wide on it. How is no one covering that? Perfecto will be likely mad that that's come so easily to Chopper. At least HObbit and now Electronic have found the B defenders. Puts it all onto Shiro, an AK-47. And 3 members of Cloud9 outside his front door. Donk to activate. Smoke still up on elbow, will facilitate a push. Held by HObbit. 3 versus 4. Numbers favor Cloud9, but will that remain the case? Donk restrained. Starting his crawl, and yes, Boomich this time to catch him. Forced him to look away, avert his gaze, shot hit. Zontix advancing now for Axel on the cross. He's gone too. Cloud9, individuals are hitting shots. This could be a full team ace if it wasn't for Perfecto, empty-handed. HObbit, not going to find Shiro. He's giving it a look.
Two of them are already hunting, and Shiro's still battling for the round. He doesn't have a kit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But is one available? Thank you very much. I believe that would be J-Raz. Still, it's way too far gone now, so Shiro's probably going to lose everything. Just, I guess, hoping to do some more damage or aware that they've already cut him off at the pass. Regardless, Shiro down. Axel, former teammate, finds him. And Cloud9 back into the lead, 4-3. Now, we need to kind of address the way that Cloud9 are approaching these rounds, and they're going for a heaven smoke. So if a team likes to do the full mid press and they like to really harass B lane through that, it almost negates it immediately, right? So if you're Donk, you're going for mid control, you can't jump up heaven unless you want to HE that smoke. And at that point, on the fade, anything is possible. So by throwing that, it's forcing Spirit into a different setup. And then that has echoes into future rounds. Then do you start playing heavier towards B? And then you don't fortify middle as much, and then A becomes a little bit more susceptible. This is the second full eco that we've seen from Spirit already. That's all right, it's all right. A little bit wobbly from HObbit there, all good. Yep, we've lost the side, boys. Let's battle on over and see if we can do some damage. Finances, nothing crazy for Cloud9 just yet, so if Spirit can find a couple of kills, that'd be all right.
Oops, Perfecto's put one into Electronic. Unexpected casualty. Team kills are the only real problem there. Big smile on his face, no problem. God, that gave me Kanye vibes there. Electronic going from forced smile to game face. Okay, 3-5.
And I understand why Hallie's taken another timeout, because this is the CT side of Ancient. 2 rounds in the hole compared to the 5 of Cloud9 so far. And the guns come out once more. An ult for Shiro, but last time he had it, he found the opener, he found a follow-up, and they still dropped the round. Cloud9 are doing a very good job, and this is the thing, the T side of Ancient, I don't think the AWP is an integral part of it at all. You can execute quite proficiently without it. In terms of the type of heads-up duels you'd be looking for in AWP versus AWP, what, boosted on the box to monitor long or going A main. So making it work without a primary AWPer. Residual cash available for a Cloud9 buy if they are to lose this one. Util to be juggled by through Hallie's orders. Again, you can see the door smoke being lined up. 2 middle, 2B, 1A, standard hold.
Yeah, no cave smoke this time. And Electronic, he tries his luck, smoked off elbow and jumping up quick. This is where Donk will find an opening.
Surprising they didn't go for the heaven smoke.
And Zontix, he manages to get away with 2, and it's all onto Donk. He can't handle Perfecto, so now a clutch taking shape. Yeah, I love the catch there. You can see the ledge left open for business, and immediately it's
punished.
It's punished.
Yeah, so surprising they didn't continue with that same game plan. Maybe thinking they had conditioned Spirit. Not the case. Now Perfecto. This is where he does his absolute best work, is in the clutch. But this isn't a position that he's been able to snatch, right? He's not mid-sight. He doesn't have an opportunity to plan. He has to work his way back in from scratch. And now that the info has been played for, given up, there are so many eyes bearing down on him.
No fun here. He's going to try and smoke his cross, or at least was considering it. A flash instead. Lovely. Clean conversion. I'll be very happy with that one. And yeah, the fact that Zontix and Donk leave with a double as you try and test their mid, it's probably going to change your game plan. You're not going to want to be ending up back there again.
Well, we'll see if they go back in towards the heaven smoke immediately.
Right.
I said there was going to be enough finances for another buy. Boomich has chosen to go with a Mac 10, so eyes on him and maybe something more aggressive. Might just be a full commit. Red smoke lobbed. Maybe it's just going to be another one of these B rushes.
They're starting, yeah, they are starting 1B. Magix is in a lot of trouble. Just playing short. Takes his first fight, realizes it's over. He's got to give it up. Bomb not up the ramp yet. Chopper's managed to get over and find the first. Magix in combination takes down HObbit. Problems now, big problems. No one from Cloud9's got anything done. There's only one for Perfecto there. Starting 1B and only losing one player, defending B.
Yeah, well responded to, right? You were using the deep position of the Death Cube just to post up and take some fights while Cloud9 is still worried about Cave and the other positions in the site. So well handled while under pressure, and they've broken the finances of Cloud9 just at the right time.
As an IGL, Chad, would you find that cool landing so flat as a kind of take the wind out of your sails, maybe knock your confidence a bit when you've kind of called something? You feel responsible for it going so sour?
I just think considering the type of buy they had available, it's just such a all-in. And now you're straight into an eco. If you only had Tech 9s or something like that and it was a half buy, okay, try and use momentum. But when you still had a decent buy available, it just feels desperate.
Okay.
Right, you're trying to clobber them. It's a bit more momentum based, and in a game where you've been having some success, it just feels like it's been thrown away. Spirit with the opportunity to get 7 within the half, but 5 for Cloud9 already is pretty damn good. They have a hero AK on HObbit. Boosting him up.
Zontix has been...
He's aware, isn't he?
So aware. Covered nicely. They have hit some shots that enables Boomich onto Zontix. Bomb plant would have been nice, but not to be. Donk and Shiro making light work of the situation, and down he goes. Ooh, yeah, Spirit getting the nice and comfortable here. A triple kill for Shiro this time. All of their stars having their multi-kill moments this time, just hoovering up 3 for Shiro. And it was, you know, a threatening attempt in the sense that HObbit had the AK-47 with nothing at the end of it. 6-5. Can Cloud9 keep it level into the next half? The Molly Cubby. Extinguish and go. Donk needs to get out of there. They're chasing him down. Flashback, perfect from Zontix. He had that ready to set him up for the fight. Axel only the one. Down they go. A lovely hold from Zontix, stepping up, and just as easy as that, convincing on their CT side. Oh man, it was like Donk was the bait and Zontix had that flash ready.
Whenever Zontix and Donk had like heads-up fights available to them where it didn't have to be thought about too much and they just got to stand and bang, they owned them, right? Even from the pistol round, it was Zontix with 4 kills with the dual Beretta's aggressive A main. So quite a few rounds can be attested to the Bash brothers, the young guns, locking down at Cloud9. But 5, still a respectable first half. 7 for Spirit as they switch over to the attack in this best of 1 opening round elimination stage PGL Copenhagen Major 2024. The fist bumps signal that we are getting this one underway. Only 1 pair of dual Berettas. Here it is again. That flash perfect electronic just spraying and praying, hoping it was going to be enough. And then Zontix finishes off what Donk couldn't. Magic's with a nice easy one. Julie's for electronic. A couple of flashes, smokes, kit. 3 towards B. Donk going to slip in towards pocket. Chopper outside middle. Zontix dealing with an A push. CT set up. 2 players in donut. 1 red. And 2 to lock down the B play if necessary.
So Perfecto's giving them answers that there's nothing walking out mid.
Which is surprising that they're still staying 2 donut. Or surprising that Perfecto's still staying red. One of the two, right? Somebody feels like they should be freed up.
Oh, just a lot of faith in Boomich and HObbit. Now the smoke has arrived. Obscures Perfecto's view. Those donut players, however, still ready for the fight. They'll have a look. And it does catch Chopper. He's been isolated here. Some support from the ledge. And actually, Chopper's bailed himself out of trouble. Will go down after 1.
He had util, so whatever the plan was for that, it's done.
Yeah, and HObbit has an opportunity. Oh! What a second shot onto Magix. He has his moments, does HObbit. And he's set them up for success now. Kit on Boom with a smoke as well. The retake package, it's perfect. Shiro's going to be hard pressed to stop him. Low HP on the defuse though. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough for the clutch of Zontix. Running him down, audible. Boomich needs this chance. He's got the timing, and he's going to take it. Boomich with 9 HP secures it for Cloud9.
You could see Zontix so scared that he was just sticking the diffuser. It didn't matter, kit or not. Just thinking he's lost him in the source, lost him in the smoke. Zontix starts spamming at what could have been a massive 1-on-3. Boomich pulls it off.
Yeah, it's really smart. I mean, if he's got a smoke, he's got a kit. It's a likely assumption. Oh, yeah, Zontix understandably feeling the pressure of that one. So loud about it. Boomich has to hit this shot, though. Otherwise, it's an immediate flick from Zontix. If he doesn't nail the head.
I think he was out of ammo.
Oh, yeah, he did swap to his knife,
right?
didn't he?
Because he had to use a lot of bullets to deal with those players over towards the long side to even draw it down to a 1-on-1. But the plant's through, the buy's there.
That's a big one from Boom. He's only got 4 frags, but that one has given him the leg up. Interesting scenes, interesting indeed. Donk on an AK-47 regardless.
You feel like an A walk when you're upgraded into rifles. Contact feels pretty strong. So let's see if Cloud9 account for this. Redeploy of the elbow smoke for now. 3 players dotted on B for their defense. It's Axel with an awful lot on his plate over towards main. Already starting to rifle through his utility to hold them at the door. Zontix back and forth between quizzical glances of main. And now util was being lined up. Chopper needs to get that bomb out of his hands. And now Donk gets to search. What can he find us?
Crosshair placement. Does identify Axile on the jiggle. Defensive smoke dropped will slow Donut, but they are congregated in main as well.
Rotating now at Cloud9. They've just left B.
HE on the Donut smoke. One from Axile, but the rest fall. One more on the site. Rotation through Temple. Plant will go down. Oh, actually landed it. Forced him off of the plant. Boomich, yeah, makes a meal of that onto Shiro. Spirit have handled business into this one. Job done.
Yeah, does Perfecto even get to leave with anything? Maybe wanting an upgrade away from the MP9. Not sure really damage is name of the game for the CTs. You're only going to get the min-loss bonus next round. You guys actually need to hold on to what you have. So trying to punish, decent damage done, but Chopper will be able to get away. I'm worried if I'm HObbit because they've cut you off. This rotation around the world. Shiro coming through the B site. Perfecto might be the one to be copping the bullet in the back of the head. Bomb goes off. Perfecto and HObbit touched by the bomb and the hunt. Just Donk will remove it. So just one gun saved. The better of the two, HObbit with an A1S. Cloud9, Groove. He gets a chance to chip in. I'm not sure what you really meant to say in a moment like this. We saved an M4. We have very, very light on finances available. It's really tough to come up with an idea in a round like this of what you're going to opt for.
Oh, yeah, and those high highs of Boomich's clutching the pistol immediately comes tumbling back down to reality. This loss of the second. Hallie, on the microphone as well. Look at the intensity of his gaze.
You wonder how high level of a chess game it is that they're playing between one another.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things we have, we get to watch the games and watch the demos and we can see what the teams like to do, but when it comes to the head-to-head and what tendencies they look for and what things they're looking to try and avoid or exploit, that's a whole different game, right? We're essentially doing a bunch of patchwork as we see it unfold on our screens. Well, 4 towards B, 1 aggressive middle. That's the CT start.
Oh, an interesting start. It seems to be at the moment the right call.
2 ahead of the molly.
Chip damage land. Square on the jaw. Donk down empty-handed. It's a Boomich double.
That's
with
ridiculous.
just a CZ. How has that gone down? How does that transpire? Cloud9 now chomping at the bit to get this one converted. This would change the dynamic of the entire half. Yoink. Boomich grabs an AK. Axel goes looking. Shiro gives him a quick spray. More where that came from though. Electronic, next victim. Shiro racking him up. Chopper tries to finish him off. Perfecto's lowest. Boomich running him down. Boomich doing it all here. Triple kill from the IGL.
Poor molly. Boomich could be on for the ace.
He certainly could be, Chad. 4 kills. He was on 4, doubling his kill total. In a round they really didn't have too much of a leg up in. Single save rifle, some pistols around it, and a CZ double onto 2 of the hardest hitters of Team Spirit. Down goes HObbit, a one-on-one. It has to be the ace. Now it has to be the clutch. And up against Zontix again, his rival from that pistol one-on-one. They lock horns once more, round 15. Now the pressure's on Zontix. Bomb on his back with 25.
Feels like he has to finish towards B unless he starts hightailing it now through mid to Donut. But Boomich is already close with the response time. Didn't hear him. So the bomb should go down. Then the penny will drop. Smoke giving Boomich an edge to be able to rotate in slightly quicker. Head to head.
Oh, Zontix is actually anticipating this play. Boomich is not ready for this. Oh, and Zontix, he takes him down. A bit of a heartbreaker there for Boom. He did everything right. His teammates couldn't even give him 1 to work with. It was 4 in that round.
That's the bigger frustration, and one that would just settle in moments after losing the clutch if you're Boomich. It's like, I just got 4 kills. The first 2 with the CZ, I don't even know how I got away with that, but I did. Boys, I just needed 1 to help us get over the line. Look at Groove, straight on the mic. A lot to say. Back-to-back timeouts.
I'm thinking about the kills that Shiro found. They felt quite pedestrian. It's like I'm holding ramp, I'm course I am.
And he was isolated.
Yeah.
He was very isolated, right? There was the smoke doors. Chopper was trying to help. He was like, hey, I'm here. I'm shooting. Like, don't just go for Shiro. Still picking up a couple. And then Zontix, well, I want to say he putts it in. Still a difficult clutch to win, but a clutch nonetheless.
And not playing scared, Chad, right? The fact that he's pushing in front of that smoke, he's backing himself on that one. But he said he doesn't feel nerves. And he's given us more and more evidence to back that up.
Just the way that he conducts himself, it's ridiculous. And I'm sure some people are like that.
Yeah.
Right? I am definitely not.
He's
so
built
I
different.
have a very difficult time hearing him say that and just like, yeah, nah, it's all good.
Yeah, so everything's fine.
Just a guy.
I'm just a man. Well, clutches like that will put hair on your chest.
Yeah, well, let's see how many magics can farm. 3. Farmer magics, they call him. Farmer by day, butcher by night.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, I bet the atmosphere in Cloud9's camp has been soured after the way in which the second half has started. Spirit are up to 10, 3 rounds on the trot after winning the pistol, after having a 1v1 in that third. The fourth just slips away, obviously, against the Eco. It's just Mac 10 spam.
Well, it's good that one of the 3 front runners, right? We mentioned Vitality, we mentioned FaZe, both of which dropped the ball in their best-of-1 openers. Tough opponents, Eternal Fire and Heroic, respectively. But Team Spirit, the third of that batch.
They're quote-unquote cold in our timeout maths.
Well, G2 did take down Furia.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they didn't just take them down, they manhandled them. Great look for G2. Furia playing Inferno. Let's see. Do we have many rounds left in Ancient? This is the final game of the opening round of the Elimination Stage. Shiro's AWP trained flash and no fire. The double kill. It's there for Axel.
He controls the spray again, Chad. He will get run down, but Donk down straight away to the flames, held at bay. 4 on 2. Well, they'll be hearing all of that juggling.
Yeah, a bit of a trash man route now as Chopper, making sure not too much is left over. Want to save the AWP for Shiro if they can. But that was great from Axel. And sure, labored, but still made the most of that alley-oop with the flash.
One hell of a flash, right? The 2 threats. White screen for 3 seconds. Like, you had no problem.
It felt like Cloud9 had a good idea it was going to be an A play as well, because once you saw Donk just desperately try and push through to find the trades, there were so many blue dots that were already up close and personal. Are they giving this a look? I wouldn't think so, but I've been wrong before.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be wrong again.
4 of them have got plenty in their coffers.
Could imagine if they won this.
I don't think Boomich is interested in considering that.
But imagine.
Yeah. Magic. He's good for the AWP shot. Activate 1. Boomich will close. Boomich has bailed him out. Could have got awkward. Could have gone really awkward with Perfecto and Electronics so disconnected. That would have been a plant and a 2v2 retake that I would have probably backed Spirit in. So not far off of making a round out of that.
Well, the AWP's been picked up and donated, so Perfecto wielding that. Third tactical timeout from Spirit. Halley has used them quite liberally. Aware that the finances will be run through after a round like this, wanting to make sure that they stay out of hot water. Keep Cloud9 at more than an arm's length. Both mouths moving 1,000,000 miles a minute. Both teams AWPs, both teams full buys, all the U2, all the goods.
Yeah, lovely. Perfecto and Axel both hitting a bullet as the flames finished him off.
Well, Boomich now up to 10 kills after only 3 within the first half, definitely making his presence known.
For a lot of early util. Look at the minimap. Mollies are plenty. A 4th for good measure. Axel steps up to the plate for the fight. Magix gets away. Undetected.
Well, A is completely open right now, but Spirit They aren't to know. This one's stalled out as the harassing spam of Donk. Trying to find a pesky electronic.
What's he looking for?
Silent retreat from electronic, now dealing with A. 50 seconds left on the clock. Spirit haven't really done anything so far, but are now working on B lane control and late middle. So late mid utility, a cutout molly, a red smoke. And a flash forces Shiro into a shot.
35 though, pressure onto Team Spirit mounting.
Have enough for a B execute.
There's only one incendiary on Axel, so this three-man A defense is going to be in the wrong place. HObbit and Boom with a lot to do. Smokes will land. They'll play behind them.
Boosting.
Flash and erecting the boost.
Oh, they were noisy on it.
Yeah, they were, and he'll start his spam, think twice about it, very cautious. As we're going to have a 5-on-5 retake. Strap in, folks, this one could be a bloodbath. Sontek's comfortable on the first engagement. It's HObbit with the necessary trade. Double on Cave. All coming in from the death side. On Speedway, Shiro onto HObbit. That's a big one back, just trading blows. It's Axel who tips the scales in favor of Cloud9. Need another from Electronic. He overlooks the position. This double Cave setup has paid off. There's no time for this one on Perfecto. He has to just get out. He's going to be run down. Donk's got his number, and 11 for Spirit. Only a couple of seconds left when they get into the site and get that bomb down.
Good proficiency out of the timeout. Halley takes it. They convert it. That is going to feel nice. Puts them in a position to close. Cloud9, money in the bin. Couple of them could go for Silent Stem 4s with Kevlar. And that's if they wanted to try and shove. For them, 2,400 into the next. It looks like they will. They're actually going for lighter weaponry to facilitate utility. But yeah, 5-on-5 B-site execute. Wild scenes. And it's really that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Electronic so glued on trying to hunt down Shiro. It's Donkey should have been worried about. Cloud9, you don't win this. It's essentially the game.
You can't really back Boom for another one of those crazy CZ starts.
Feels like Spirit have just kind of whittled Cloud9 down.
Axel with their only M4 goes down to the Galil. It's already falling apart.
Boomich able to get it back.
Interesting call. What do you make of this?
Well,
they're going to have info as soon as, now. Right now, it's already, I mean, they could be behind the doors, I'll acknowledge, but they fall all the way back. It's not like they're rotating so much as they're anticipating a re-clear.
But this bad info. Look at this. They're all rotating away. The bomb is just waiting outside of the doors. If they go back for the mid control, right, get the cutout molly, the red smoke. And there's the cutout molly, and there's the red smoke. Thank you very much, Chopper.
Oops. Extra deep. Does the same job. Electronic's not going to be falling for it, though.
He's in such a tough spot, Alex.
He's a lone wolf up against 5. He's going to be cleared. Magic's caught out, the bomb spotted. Need another if you really got it in him. He takes half health onto Donk. They will start to exec into B, and it's wide open. It's wide open, Chad. Do you even give this a look in?
Oh, you're saving what? 1 M4. At least HObbit should try and hold on to that. For the final round to defend their honor. It's a meager $2,400. Cloud9 look like they will be falling short for the first round of the elimination stage. And look, Axel, we can critique him, but he's had a decent showing. 17 kills for him. The only one else in the double digits has been Boomich. Perfecto started strong. He snuffed Donk out in a couple of consecutive rounds. But there has been a conversation about Donk and Zontix, the two of them at the tippy top of the scoreboard, and Shiro on 16. So the three who are the star power for this Spirit roster, using the power of the Year of the Dragon and getting themselves up to 12. All right, well, everybody, I'm sure, is standing by, eagerly waiting to see what the next round of matchups are going to be. After this, I'm going to call it. I'm going to say this game's done.
Oh, wow.
The desk's going to break this down.
Right.
And then they're going to have the results come through and talk about the next round of matchups. So don't go anywhere after this one ends. You want to be glued to your screens, waiting to see what the 1-0 and 0-1 matchups for the elimination stage are going to bring you. We got Richard, Pimp, and Blair to break down all the action. Let's see. Maybe I'm a little bit too far ahead of myself. Cloud9, final round.
Good nade damage. The run boost across, so Perfecto's there quickly. Leaving A completely open again. It's yet to be punished. Silence across the map. They've got full B lane control. A resmoke mid will slow them down further.
The problem is they're just trying to hold them at the door, but Spirit don't care. They've already operated late within the rounds anyway. It's like, yeah, take B lane control, use all your nades mid, and then we'll come in late. We'll smoke off red, we'll molly out the choke points, and we'll just clean house. The biggest bonus for Cloud9 right now is there's 2 to 3 players in quick response of A, potentially. They know it's not B, they've got the full press.
And here comes Donk, you can hear him coming. And he's actually gone down to Perfecto. It's Chopper that sweeps a double under the rug. It seems like Cloud9, their hopes of seeing another round of play dwindling. Shiro got a nice shot. He puts it all onto Boom. Shiro can finish it. Ooh, he lands a tag onto him further. Chopper maybe going to be overlooked. Yep, back is turned, and Spirit will do it. A convincing one to start off here in Copenhagen. On Ancient, no less. Cloud9 humbled upon arrival to the elimination stage.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from Spirit, starting the major campaign with a victory. The first major for the likes of Donk and Zontix, and their first victory at once. So this is